And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel guys, hope you're all well. Before we do get into today's video, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. Guys, in today's video we've got a fair few bits and pieces to discuss. We're obviously going to be going through why Rangers fans are all saying the same after a latest transfer reveal. We're also going to be going through a few other bits and pieces within the Rangers space also. But let's start with Ross McCrorie. It just keeps on getting better for the big man, of course, making his full debut in the Scottish Premiership prior to the international break, winning a Man of the Match award, unlucky not to get his first goal, but then after that subsequently got a call up to the national team for Northern Ireland to represent the senior squad for the first time, and again he has shone, because guess what, he won Man of the Match yesterday yet again in his debut for Northern Ireland. His constant rise is currently going at the moment. He did say at the time he was shocked to discover he would make the Northern Ireland debut on Friday, and had been a whirlwind week for the Rangers winger. As I stated, he did make his first start at the weekend, and now he has been on the team sheet for Friday's Euro 2024 qualifier away to Finland. Although the night did end in a 4-0 defeat in Helsinki, it was a real special moment for the player, and as I said, he won Northern Ireland's Player of the Match. He said, "It's been my dream from a very young age to make my senior debut, and to do that is a proud moment for me and my family. I was supposed to join up with the under-21s, and then David Curry, the Irish FA's head of international administration, gave me a phone call after the Livingston game and said, 'Michael wants to bring you in.' I was so chuffed because I didn't think I could get to the higher point than I had been for the whole week, coming on in the Europa League and a 2-1 win over Sparta Prague, and then getting my first start for Rangers, so I was absolutely buzzing. I found out after a couple of days, and the first day of training basically had shaped the team out, and I'd seen I was in it. It was a bit of a shock. I was looking forward to the challenge." So yeah, another great week for Ross as things stand at the moment. As I said, making the headlines around at the moment, not just for Rangers, but for his national team as well. And as I've stated, Rangers have offered the young talent a contract until 2027. However, as things stand, nothing has been signed. There is a lot of interest coming from down south at the moment. Scouts, Premier League scouts, in attendance for that game against Sparta Prague on Thursday. And as I said, his current contract does expire at the end of this season, and Rangers would only be due a £350,000 development fee. So it's very imperative that we do get him signed for a long-term deal, because he could command a huge fee in the future, first and foremost, but secondly, of course, play a big and pivotal role for Rangers, which would be amazing to see. But yeah, really happy with him and the way he's going at the moment. So yeah, really fantastic to see from his point of view. Good stuff there. Well done, Ross. Also in other news, guys, the Cup final, of course, just before Christmas, Rangers taking on Aberdeen, and there's obviously, ahead of this one, when it's not to do with the old firm, or you were playing old firm, not playing old firm clubs, the sort of smaller teams within Scotland, whether that be Aberdeen, Hearts and Hibs, always won that 50-50 split, despite them never showing up for the semi-finals and stuff like that, and they can't really sell them out. Now, basically, Aberdeen have put in an investigation, or basically said a statement where they've had to cancel tickets because they had concerns. Obviously, they put them out to general sale for Aberdeen, and apparently a lot of Rangers fans bought the Cup final tickets. So this is the statement that they released with regards to it. We have standard protocols in place for high demand fixtures to prevent non-Aberdeen fans from purchasing in the designated Aberdeen fan sections. However, due to an unfortunate human error in our ticket office, an element of these protocols was missed on this occasion. As we became aware of the issue, we worked quickly to rectify the problem, with the ticketing team investigating all transactions purchased after 5 p.m. on Tuesday. We have strictly checked all the purchases made during the window to ensure they are compliant with our normal purchasing criteria, which includes a significant buying history. As I said, the Dons were allocated 19,500 tickets compared to Rangers' 25,000 tickets, and 17,000 of those were sold in a matter of hours, left many fans frustrated. Basically, yes, as I stated, I can't really imagine Aberdeen ever really selling out a 50-50 split, although this is their World Cup final at the end of the day. I know it's a cup final, but this is the only game they really get up for Aberdeen fans anyway. But as I stated, a lot of those tickets have been cancelled because the Rangers fans did buy tickets in that section. So if you did get a ticket on the Aberdeen website, make sure you do check your purchase because it may have been cancelled, which is unfortunate to see, because there's just going to be a lot of empty seats because Aberdeen ain't going to sell it out. But yeah, in other news, guys, as well, Rangers fans are all saying the same after a recent transfer reveal, and that's with regards to Lawrence Shankland. Of course, Lawrence Shankland coming on to seal an equaliser for Scotland during the week there, and again is carrying on his sort of prolific form at the moment. And as we do approach the January transfer window, the links to Rangers just aren't going away. This is his current stats at the moment, currently for his club, 19 appearances, 10 goals and 2 assists in all competitions. And then some would say, a fairly prolific striker at the moment for a Hearts side, but if he came into Rangers, those numbers would significantly improve. And I am on that sort of verdict now. I'm kind of on the train that I would like to see Lawrence Shankland join the football club this January. Again, I do feel he'll come fairly cheap. He's a Rangers fan, knows what it's all about. And we have a good history of Scottish strikers. Of course, Chris Boyd's, Kenny Miller's, Ali McCoist's, Stephen Naismith's, just off the top of my head there. They've always been fantastic servants for the club, know what it's all about, and they've always been fairly prolific, especially domestically. And I think Shankland could be more prolific than some of the goal scorers that we've got. I know Danilo looks really good. I know Roof's pretty good, but he's always injured. However, the thing with Shankland is he knows the league very, very well, and he'll definitely be a very good domestic striker. I'm not saying that he's going to take us to that next level in the European competitions. However, most certainly he could take us to that next level in the Scottish Premiership. And I just feel like we need more goal outlet, and for £3 million, I think that's a no-brainer. However, having said that, there is also Celtic pundits trying to say for Celtic to go in and get him. But the one thing on our sort of side at this moment in time is that Shankland is a Rangers fan. He has been spoiled at Ibrox before, watching games and stuff like that. So again, I would be, I think we could do worse than getting Lawrence Shankland in. I know Barry Ferguson is always very vocal on the club trying to sign. I think he's been pushing that agenda for around a year and a half now. At first I wasn't so sure. However, having a look at our current, not crisis, but having a look at our current options, I'm getting more and more round to the idea of it, and I think it would be a really, really good move for Rangers if we did make that in January. One of those signings that we know is going to work, one of those signings that can come straight in and score goals, in my opinion, if he's playing in a better team, a team that has a lot of the ball. And of course, he scored against us from open play as well when we beat them 2-1 at Ibrox. So yeah, I would say a no-brainer for me. However, I know Rangers fans can be split on Scottish players. I'm not sure why. A lot of them are leaving Scotland and doing very well. You can look at Aaron Hickey, you can look at Lewis Ferguson, you can look at Doig, you can look at Ryan Porteous. These are some of the players that would, in years gone by, we would have hoovered up those sort of talents. However, we haven't really been hoovering up the Scottish talents. Probably John Souttar, Scott Wright, Ryan Jack, probably more recent players that we've got Scottish-wise. And again, I don't think we do really sign them that much, but I would be all for going to get Lawrence Shankland in January. But let me know your thoughts down there in the comment section below. Would you want Rangers to sign Lawrence Shankland this January? Yes or no? Let me know down there in the comment section below. That brings us to the end of today's video. As always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. Thank you, and I'll see you all next time. Take care. Peace.